Hi everyone, I am back once again. Um, Today I just got back from Sunday service, and it was really good. We tried something different. It was more of a Bible study type setting, and I think it went really well. It was more personal than we usually do. We usually do, the full-fledged service thing. Got an MC and the praise team go up, scripture and everything. But today was more of a relaxed atmosphere and it was more personal, and I think it went really well. I think people actually felt like they were a part of it usually because we do it in a theater. So there's a big stage and it's a big gap, and I feel like it went really well because everyone was together. We were in a circle, sitting really close together, and we were just talking, and it was so good. And people actually opened up their hearts and just share what was going on with them and what they were having trouble with, and um, it went really well. And I'm glad it did because there was just something that wasn't right, and it was just not fitting together like I wanted it to, and it was just not going the way that I wanted it to go, or should I say. And I think it went really well. And today's topic that we talked about in our little group was um, seasons, as you can tell by the song. Seasons. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more about that. I feel like I'm in the season right now of just surrendering to God, basically. Coming to the knowledge of what God wants from me, finally realizing that, obviously I'm not like everyone else, and I'm never gonna be. I'm gonna be what God called me to be, and I need to not fight it, and I need to just, surrender and give it to Him and start walking in what He has called me to do, because I don't want Him to be like, you know, I got this for you to do. I need you to do this. I got people who souls need to be saved, and as you're steady, resisting doing what I'm telling you to do, they're walking right past you, and you not doing what I asked you to do is causing people to be lost, and I don't want that. I want to do what God has called me to do. So I think that's where I'm at right now, especially with doing these videos. Is I'm finally getting to the point where I no longer care what other people think and say, mainly because I've always been, kind of not afraid, but, people pretty much intimidated me. And I was always, the one to step back and, hide in the corner and just let other people do it and like, no, they got it. And it would always be like, I would always end up getting pulled to the front. I would always be put in charge of something. I would always be asked a question, and I had to now, get in front of everybody and actually say what I felt and actually say what God had placed in my heart, even though it was burning my heart and I knew, oh, I need to say this. But I was too afraid of what people were going to think about me and what people were going to say and how people were going to look at me. And God is like, it's not about them. They don't have a hell or a heaven to put you in. I'm the one that you need to be focused on. I'm the one who's telling you to do this, so do it. It's not about them. It's about you. And it's about you doing what I told you to do and not letting people sway you to the left or the right, but you focus on what I have told you to do. So I've been like, alright, I know He's not going to steer me wrong. I know He's not going to lead me into a ditch or lead me to where, off a cliff or something like that. I know He knows what He's doing, and I know that He's going to take care of me. So that's where I'm at right now. And I want to say, don't, the season that you're in, don't take it lightly. A lot of people say, I'm done. Like, if your season right now is you're just going through and stuff is just not working for you, and it seems like everything is crashing down on you, you know, yeah, you don't like it. Yeah, it's tough, but God doesn't put you in situations, and God doesn't put you in seasons that, you know, I'm just gonna put them in a season because He has nothing else to do. Like, He just sitting around twiddling thumbs. Oh, I think I'm gonna put this person, in this season of their life, just because I don't got nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna do this. No, He obviously wants you to learn something from it. He wants you to grow from it. There's something that you need to do in that season. That's something that there's a reason why you're in that season. And I embrace every season that God gives me because I don't want to be in a season and God saying, okay, this is a season where I need you to grow because your next season I'm taking you into this and you need to be at this level at this time. So this season right here, this season of you going through, I told the story about the potter and how after he molds the pot, he puts it in the fire and the fire burns off the impurities, and he waits till he taps the sides until it sings. And when he hears it singing in the fire, that means it's finished, and that means he takes it out and fixes it up the way he wants it to be. So if God said, all right, I need to put you in the fire because I need to burn some stuff off of you because this next season that you're going to, you need to have this stuff, these impurities out of you. So don't get upset about the season that you're in. Embrace it and learn from it and enjoy it because God may be taking you somewhere that you're like, wow, God. And like if you're in the season of blessing, you may say, I don't want that to end. I want to stay in this season. Well, God could have something even greater for you in the next season. So if you try to hold on to where you are at this point in your life, and God is trying to move you further in life, don't fight it because it could be so much greater. We limit ourselves to, all right, this is where I'm at. This is the way it's gonna be. I'm gonna leave it like this, and we limit ourselves to what God can do. God can do anything. He could do anything. He made the world. He created this. He created us. So He can do anything, Excuse me. So don't limit yourself, I don't want to limit myself to just, where I'm at right now. Just limit myself to, oh, okay, this is the job I got and I make $10 an hour. I'm going to stay right here. This is good. I'm good. Whatever. And God's like, I got a job that pay way more than that for you, but you need to come out of this and move over here. You need to let these people go because I'm taking you somewhere else and I'm not taking these people, and these people are going to drag you down, and I need you. Yes, you love them. You don't, bash them or be like, no, I don't need y'all, you don't do that, but you still love them and you still, hello, how you doing, or whatever. But God is taking me this way, so, I'm going to see y'all later. I got to go. I got to do this. This is what God's calling me to do because He's taking me here. So don't limit God and enjoy the season that you're in. Also, I want to say, do not jump seasons. Now, what do I mean by that? Alright. If you're 14 years old, this is a time for you to be focused on. Your season right now is to be focused on God, focused on your family, and focused on school. Those are the 3 things that you need to be focused on at this point in your life. You do not need to be focused, all them shows, them reality shows, and, talk shows, TV, whatever. These girls I want to have a baby. No. That is not your season. And if you try to jump to that season of having children, it's going to mess you up. And everybody thinks they know what's best for them. I don't know what's best for me. God's the only one who knows what's best for me. So I just follow Him. I can't, God knows already. He created me for a purpose and He knows. He created you for a purpose and He knows. He has written out what He plans for your life. So why not ask Him? He knows. So don't jump your season, So people say, I want to be rich, and all these get rich quick schemes and stuff like that. And what if you been praying and asking God, say, God, you know what? I want $1 million. I want $1 million. Please God, please God, please God. I want $1 million. And God is not that He's saying no, but He could be saying, not right now. And you're like, God, no. I want this money. I need to, I want to just buy whatever I want to buy, and I need this $1 million. And God is like, I'm gonna give it to you. I will give you the desires of your heart, but I can't do it right now. I can't. You can't handle it right now. And you keep asking God, and God could end up, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you. And guess what? He give it to you in a season that you don't need it, that you can't handle it, and you end up blowing it or something like that, and buying up a bunch of stuff, and end up buying over $1 million and not even know, and end up in bankruptcy, and end up in all type of stuff. And God is like, see, now I know what's gonna happen. I'm all knowing. So I knew that you cannot handle it at this point in time. You are not a good manager of the money that you get right now. So how are you going to be a good manager over $1 million, And so He's like, I need you to trust me. That's what He's saying, is I need you to trust me and stop trying to jump your season, and stop trying to. You could pray, ask God, God, this is the desire of my heart. I really would like this, I really want this, God. But God, if you say no, I'm cool. If you say not right now, I'm cool. If you say yes, I'm excited and I'm good, I'm cool. But trust what He say, don't try to rush stuff. Don't try to rush into stuff. Don't try to jump your season. Don't try to do things out of when it's not time for you to do it. And the way you know whether or not it's good for you is ask God. And God will let you know. So I just wanted to say that about seasons. Enjoy the season that you're in. Don't try to jump seasons, And remember that each season is preparing you for the next level. Each season is preparing you for where God is taking you next. So embrace it and learn from it. Don't just go through it. Learn from it. And, God, He has a plan for your life, and don't take it lightly. And don't try to do things on your own. It's good to depend on God, because God knows, I would not trust in myself. Well, I trust myself as far as, certain things, but as far as my life goes, and as far as what God has planned for my life, I trust Him, because He created me and He knows what I was put on this earth for. So I'm gonna just trust Him, and it's as simple as that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe, like, whatever, I ask that you guys pray for me, and I will continue praying for you. Alright, take care.